Clouds and local storms, plus the threat of more, greeted the fans at the Motordrome last week for the French Brothers Tyres' first test between Australia and the United States. But it was these pre-test comments that really set the scene.
We're going to send them home with their tail between their legs.
Yep, like I said when I was here before, we come a long ways. We didn't come here to lose. And I don't know what John Pine's been looking at, but ain't no Americans got no tails.
Stand by for the start of the first heat, and they're on their way. Pearson on the outside, Pine on the inside. Pearson got the better of Pine going into turn one, and the United States captain has got the lead away from the Aussie captain. John Pearson leads from John Pine, who's trying to come back strongly at him. But look at Pearson go. He's got a wing on every foot. He's racing away from John Pine. He goes up a little high. Pine gets the chance to come back at him on the inside. And Pearson shut the gate very quickly, realising that Pine is a real threat to him. This is the first heat of the test match. Pine coming up on the inside of Pearson. Pearson and Pine. Then behind them, Brewer and Beitler. It's a 3-all situation at the moment, with John Pearson having the lead. Pine trying desperately to get the lead back for the Aussies, and he barrels up onto the turn, banged into the side of John Pearson to try and barrel him out of the road. But Pearson still wouldn't even wear any of that. So John Pine couldn't even muscle his way to the lead there. John Pearson, in fact, has kicked away from John Pine, and they've streaked clear of Bob Brewer and Steve Beitler. The checkered flag is out, and that's a pretty impressive start to the Yanks. John Pearson is first, John Pine is second, Bob Brewer is third, and Steve Beitler is fourth. Barely had the checkered flag fallen on heat one when the battle moved from the trackside to the inside. They are definitely coming to grips. The officials are racing over to separate the drivers who have actually come to fisticuffs on the infield. With tempers simmered, the succeeding heats were contested, and Australia set up a handy 9-point lead by the halfway mark. It was the opening heat of the final series that again triggered the fireworks.
And beautiful drive, sweeps right around the outside, but John Pine's after him. Brewer in third spot at the moment, followed in then by Mike Klein. Klein got a trouble out of turn one. Going across is John Pearson, one lap in front. John Pine second. Brewer third, followed in then by Mike Klein fourth. John Pearson leading them though as they come down the back straight away once again and get 2 laps remaining. He's still in front, but Pine's the one if he's going to catch him. He's about 20 odd metres behind him at the moment. No, make that 10, make that 5. Pine appears to be catching Pearson slightly. Brewer having the devil of a job trying to hold out Mike Klein for third. It's 3 points all at the moment. Can John Pine get Pearson in a lap? It wouldn't appear so at the moment. Oh, John Pearson got into all sorts of trouble. Pine right over the top, my goodness. That was very incredible indeed. John Pine come right over the top, and that was amazing. Ross, I'm lost for words there. Pearson got into trouble off turn 4, and Pine just...
The motor died. The motor died.
It's okay.
Yeah, Pine's out all right. Wow. And what about our flag marshal? He went straight over the top of the head of a flag marshal. With only 3 heats to go, the Americans were never going to say die, and they drove boots and all to pull back the Aussie advantage, with the fans left yelling for more. Beitler drifting out a little high. Going up on the inside is Chuck Wardell. Beitler's getting out after Brewer. Brewer the leader. Beitler from the United States is trying to poke up on the inside, but the Aussies have got the front running, and the front running is with the Australian driver Bob Brewer, who's starting to move away a little from Beitler. Then comes Chuck Wardell, and the other Australian driver John Brown is desperately trying to get up and get himself a point on the scoreboard. 2 laps remaining, half the race down, and Bob Brewer still leads from Steve Beitler, Chuck Wardell and John Brown. Brewer, Beitler, Wardell, Brown. They're running pretty tight and close, but here's a mistake by Brewer. Beitler getting up on the inside. Beitler will go to the lead. Brewer made the mistake. Now Brewer coming back at Beitler. Brewer goes up on the inside of Beitler, and Brewer gets the lead back again. Beitler's going to come at him on the outside. He's going to keep the foot tramp down. Brewer made the mistake, and Beitler gets away with it this time. Good win to Beitler. Brewer was second. Wardell came home in third place, and it was John Brown who missed out on the point. This is the second last heat of the French Brothers Tyres International Super Sedan Test. 9 points the difference. Australia 34, USA 25. Looks a good grid. And the green flag falls to send them off in heat 11 with Klein on the inside, Brown on the outside. USA versus Australia, and it's the USA team that takes up the running with Mike Klein going to the lead. John Brown is in second place. Now he's coming up on the inside of Klein. Klein on the outside for the United States in the Valvoline Valvoline Pontiac. Brown in the number 6 car for Australia in the Camaro is trying desperately to get the lead away from Klein and put the points on the boards for the Aussies. At the moment it's 3-all situation from the heat. Americans have the 3 points through Mike Klein. Then comes the 6 of John Brown for Australia. Then the 4 of Stu Robertson for Australia. And then the 4 of the United States, Chuck Wardell. 1 lap to go, and Brown is still hammering away on the inside of Klein. And here's Wardell getting up on the inside of Robertson. Robertson's been caught napping, but Brown's going to manage to get up on the inside of Klein. It's Brown on the inside, Klein on the outside. Oh, good drive by John Brown. Here's Klein coming back on the inside. They charge to the line. Klein got him. Oh, great drive, Mike Klein. The American got there right on the line. No doubt about it in my mind.
Away they go, Beitler and Brown. Brown gets into the first turn with the lead. Beitler in second, Klein in third.
In the final heat, Australia's Stu Robertson finished with his share of headaches, but was able to join his teammates for the all-important victory lap. The Aussies had won a controversial test match 40-31, but it was the American captain John Pearson, under the Stars and Stripes, who had the final say.
We're here to race and race clean and fast, and that's what we're here for. We're not for all this BS like driving into you when you're leading a race, but there's a difference tactics, between going fast and crashing into somebody. We're just here to race. We're not here to run into nobody. But if that's the way they want to play the game, as they saw, they can play. We can play that too. Matter of fact, there's the marks on the wall to prove it. Now maybe things will calm down a little bit next time, and everybody will be reasonable. I'm all for that.
Well, next time is December the 30th. We look forward to seeing you back here and perhaps making it 1-all in the series.
Well, I'm sure it will be, and all you folks up there better get here early in the afternoon because the place is going to be packed.
The Winfield